Check, check, check. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today is Wednesday, June 9th, 2021, 3:15 p.m. here in the Eastern Standard Time. Sunny South Florida. Beautiful weather today. Sun is shining bright. 88 degrees weather. Barely a cloud in the sky. How are you beautiful people doing? Oh, and did I mention that Bitcoin is up 7% today? That's right, folks. 7% today. Look at the daily here. What is going on, Peter? OP Gamer. Michelle, it is definitely gorgeous out today. What's up, Desiree? Malena. What a surprise to see you here. What's up, Marco? What's up, Chris? Van Tamber? What's going on? You're waiting for 30K? Yeah, man. That's why I say dollar cost average. Because it's hard to get a specific number. We got the RSI pointing up finally after it's just been going down. You can see some am I seeing some divergence here? What's up, Edmund? Let's take a look at this. So it looks like here the RSI has been printing higher highs, while the price action has been showing lower highs, right? Do you guys know what that means? That's called bullish divergence. When the price is going down, but the RSI is going up, bullish divergence. What's up, Sang? I'm doing great, man. How you doing? What in the world is that noise? My computer keeps making some weird noise. I don't know what it is. Marco, the RSI stands for Relative Strength Index. It's kind of a momentum indicator. Usually the levels that you watch here on the RSI is the main levels is 30 to 70. So anything above 70 means that it's overbought, meaning that it usually the price needs to come down. So if you look back here at history in the RSI, you can see that when it was oversold, and anytime it was kind of in this oversold territory right here, see, like for example right here, then the price had to come down. So, and this went back down, then it went back up, and then when it got into overbought again, then the price dropped down, etc., etc. You get the picture. And the same is true for the opposite. So that means that when it's oversold, that means when it's under 30, It means eventually. It means that it's oversold and the price needs to breathe. Like it needs to go in the opposite direction usually. Um, but when it's oversold and the RSI indicator is trending upwards while the price is trending downwards, that's usually a bullish divergence. That's also a reversal signal. Kathir, am I saying it right? When will Ripple finish the lawsuit? I don't know. You know how it is with court, especially now with the pandemic. Well, it's not as bad now. Things are opening up again, but it's still not as open as before. So, and you know how lawsuits go. Lawsuits could take years. So we don't know. There's no way to know that. Daniel, the weather is beautiful, man. It's 88 degrees. Not a cloud in the sky. It's beautiful. What's up, Daniel Abedi? Abedi? I don't know. What's up, Martin from sunny London town? How's the weather out there? Where's everybody from? So yeah, this is interesting here. Interesting spots here. And we'll get more into that. But I literally just found this. Like I just noticed it when I was looking at it right now. Very, very interesting. And this is on the daily too. So the daily, remember the daily chart is more accurate than like when you go into like a 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart, or anything under that. So that's very, very interesting. Let's see. Chris Lopez from Arizona. It must be hot over there. Daniel from Germany. Augustin from Argentina. Paul from West Palm Beach. Is that what that is? So if you guys haven't been watching the news today or keeping up with crypto news, you guys can see here. This is the main news today that's I believe is moving the market. And of course, because the price is going up, you know, China doesn't want to have that. So China puts out FUD. China, look at the FUD that China put. That's why the price went back down a bit. So the market's been going up all day. And then we got this little red candle here because China put out some FUD. They're trying to put the market back down. Where was I? Here it is. China putting out FUD again. Fake news. BS. Not falling for it anymore, China. Not falling for it anymore, China. Martin, I'll talk about the death cross in a bit, but if you want real like specifics, you can definitely check out the video that I made on it. If you go to the channel, if you just go to my latest videos, I did a video right here on the Bitcoin death cross. So I recommend everybody to check that out. And we'll touch on it here in a few, but basically the Bitcoin death cross, what it is, let me pull up the other moving average that I have hidden. All right, so the death cross here, let me go to the daily. Here we go. So the death cross is when the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average crosses, like it looks like it's about to do. Whoops, this is not what I want. Hold on. Looks like it's about to do some point soon. So how do we avoid the Bitcoin death cross? We have to get over this level. That's the only way right now. The only way to avoid it, we have to get over that level, like within the week. If we do not get over that level within the week, it looks like the death cross will happen. And if the death cross happens, it's a bearish event. So I recommend you guys check out this video here from last week, 5 days ago, that I covered the Bitcoin death cross. And what I basically talk about there, what's happened in history when the Bitcoin death cross has occurred. So you guys should check that out for sure. Let's see what else. Singh in India. It's so hot over in AZ. What's the weather like? And I know it's dry heat too. Cause it's hot over here, but I know I've been to Arizona and it was hot on another level. Nisha from Minnesota. Is it still cold out there? Who's up north? Is it still cold? Like, is anyone still having winter right now? Is anyone still having like cold weather? Young entrepreneur, India. Edmund, Albania. Dollar cost average simply means that you buy in intervals. That's what dollar cost averaging means. DCA, which stands for dollar cost averaging, it means that that you buy in intervals. So instead of buying, like if you have $1,000, instead of just putting in $1,000, let's say you put in 250 this week, 250 next week, 250 the week after that, and 250 the following week. So instead of just buying one lump sum today at 36,000, you're splitting your entry. You're still putting in the $1,000, but you're splitting it within a 4-week period. So you're gonna average in at the best possible price within that 4-week period. We got 31 people in here, guys. Make sure to smash that like button. It helps us a ton. We're also on the verge of hitting 10,000 subscribers, guys. That is a big milestone for us. 10,000 subscribers. We're very excited for it. We're about 400. We're less than 400 subscribers away. So that's the goal for the next 2 weeks. I think we could get it done in 2 weeks, but at least by the end of this month for sure, we should hit that 10,000 mark. Big milestone for us. Trying to reload, refresh this page here. This is my Instagram account for anyone that's not following us on Instagram. Just want to show you guys the news here. So this is the breaking news today that's pumping up the market. El Salvador has officially passed the bill that makes Bitcoin legal tender in the country, the first in the world. And then the president of El Salvador said cheap and clean volcano energy to be used for Bitcoin mining. So the first domino has fallen, guys. Who is next? What's up, Rivers? It's 100 over there? That's crazy. Matisse, I don't know what you said. Augustine, it's winter. But you guys, you're in you have different seasons than us. I think your seasons are probably the opposite of my seasons. Is it cold over there right now? I remember I went to Brazil a couple years ago, and when I went to Brazil, it was winter. It was summer here. It was winter in Brazil, but winter in Brazil is still summer, so it wasn't cold. Awesome, awesome, kefir. Am I saying it? I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm glad you understood them. Alberto, do I recommend to buy now? Um, like I said before, man, your best way, the best thing that I can tell you, that I can recommend is what I'm doing. Um, I don't know. I'm getting an error message here on YouTube. Can you guys see me fine? Open widget. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. That's not good. That's the first time I see that. Are you guys able to see me? Am I like pausing? Very, very weird. That's the first time I ever see that. I don't know if my internet's having issues or what. Let me see. Let me close out some of the stuff I have open here. What is this? Close that. Close that. All right, so I closed. Would you like to proceed with that? Sure. I closed a few things. Let me see. Hopefully it improves here. All right, let me catch up. Yeah, so dollar cost averaging Alberto is gonna be your best, the best thing that you can do, regardless of how much funds you're looking to put in. Obviously, the best time would have been to buy towards that $30,000 range. As you can see, we had a huge bounce from there. But if you didn't, the best thing you can do is dollar cost average, man. That's the best thing I can recommend for you. It's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Facundo, Facundo from Panama. What's up, man? Facundo, I'm still bullish here. As long as we stay above 30K, I'm going to be bullish. We still have the chance to bounce back up. We have some bullish divergence now popping up on the RSI, on the daily. But until we get over $42,000, that's the mark that's the price I've been talking about. We still are leaving that back door open to possibly test this target that I put down here. So that's my only issue right now. I'm not entering any short-term trades. I'm only looking right now to dollar cost average my way down for long-term investments. I'm not making any trades. So yeah, right now we're just ranging here. It's tough to really, where this is basically no man's land, right? So it's tough to really say which way the market's going next. All we can do is just sit and wait, read what the charts tell us, and go from there. Right now we have this descending resistance line here. So that's going to be close to that $38,000 range. So above 38, we could possibly retest 40. Above 40, then that's when we retest 42. The issue at 42, there's a lot of resistance there. There's going to be, not only is a 200-day moving average there, we have a Fibonacci level there. We have a lot of sellers there. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on at 42. So if we do get above 42, then we should rocket straight up to like 48 to 50,000. And there we wouldn't have to worry about the death cross. But we're a long way from there still. Like we need, there's so much that we need to do to get there. So right now, just waiting right now. You know what I mean? Seeing what develops here. Alberto from Guatemala said, what the fuck's volcano energy? And Alberto has the explanation here. It is geothermal energy, and it is made of the vapor that the volcano created. Great answer, Alberto. So no capital gains in El Salvador. Nope. From what I understand, there's no capital gains on crypto in El Salvador because it is considered a currency. Buffering a bit. Okay, it seems like the sign went off. So I think now it's telling me excellent condition. So I think the video should be good now. Vice Haiti says, "What's next, bro, for Bitcoin?" Right now we have, the first thing is this descending resistance here. So we got to get over that. That's around 38,000. If we can get over that, then right after that, we have to fight 40,000 resistance where we've been rejected multiple times. If we can get over 40, then right after that, we have to fight the $42,000 resistance, which has it's a resistance. It has the moving averages. It has a Fibonacci level. It's a previous all-time high. There's a lot of stuff going on there. So we really need, we're gonna need a lot of momentum in order to get through that, because we have, you know, boom, one resistance, 38K. Right after we get that through that resistance, we have resistance again, $2,000 later at 40K. So we're gonna need enough momentum to push through here, push through 40, and push through 42. If we get through 42, that could lead us straight up to $48,000 to $50,000. Now, if we cannot get through all three of those resistances, we could potentially continue to trade within this range right here. Let me get my thing here. We could potentially, hold on. Where is it? Path. We could potentially, you know, continue doing things like this. You know, for who knows how long. And eventually get there, right? So that's a potential there. If we cannot get through these levels, we could just continue trading within this range here, and potentially continue down to 30,000 and then below 30,000 to this target here, or possibly down to the 18,000 level down here. So that's a possible scenario if we can't get through all three of these resistances, which is why we need to get through that resistance. because this resistance is gonna continue here. You know, and we might trade within that level if we can't get above it. Alberto, yeah, I would just buy on. I would just look to buy on drops. Take profits on the way up, or just hold for long term. You know, because we don't know right now if it's unless we get through those 3 resistances that we're facing right now. Like we're gonna stay bouncing around here and potentially leave that back door open to go all the way back down here. You know, the death cross is definitely not gonna help our price action here. Are you missing Elon Musk tweets? I definitely not missing his tweets. Hopefully he does not tweet again. 75K end of year, that would be amazing. You know, but we're still far from there. We still got 6 months. You know, in 6 months a lot can happen. So we're just going day by day right now. Yeah, nobody's missing Elon. Sunny and hot Florida. Yes, it is very sunny and hot. What about the triangle? The triangle broke. It broke down. So that's why the triangle is not there no more. This is the top. This line right here. This was the top of the triangle. We took off the support line because it's not valid anymore. The triangle was basically something like this. And we broke down, and now we're currently like back around where that triangle support was, but yeah, it's not valid anymore because we broke down already on it. So that was part of the reason that we dropped all the way down to 31 yesterday. Thank you, Alberto. Muchas gracias. Yeah, make sure to smash that like button, guys. So let's take a look at the market overall, what's been going on here. You can see the market cap is up 6.25% today. Let's look at the graph here, the chart. So this is the chart for the market cap. You can see today, in the last candle, in today's candle, it's up about 5%. It's been bouncing right off this 200-day moving average. But in the last 24 hours, it's up 6.25%. In the last 24 hours, Bitcoin's up almost 10%. And what's interesting is that even though Bitcoin is up so much, all the other altcoins are really not, they've barely moved, right? Usually if Bitcoin was up 9%, Ethereum would be up, 20%, right? That's usually what happens. Like altcoins double whatever Bitcoin does. But today, Bitcoin, you see, is 9%. Ethereum's only up 3%. Like that's very rare to see. So that's very interesting as well. Where's the Bitcoin dominance at? Yeah, so you see today it's been a big green candle today. Bitcoin dominance has gone up 3%, over 3% today. So remember, a lot of it has to do because El Salvador is going to be using Bitcoin specifically. So that's very bullish for Bitcoin, which is why Bitcoin has been up more than altcoins today. Bitcoin's outperforming altcoins today. If we go to the fear and greed index, you can see that we're still at extreme fear levels. We're at 14 today. If we look over the last month or so, let's see. Yeah, the last month, what's the lowest we've gone? 11 is the lowest, which was a day after the crash. We had 12. We had 10. So 10's been the lowest on May 24th. 10 again on May 30th. And yesterday we were at 13. Today we're at 14. So, and then because the price went up today, we should see that go up probably to the 20s tomorrow. But yeah, fear is at a high right now, guys. Lots of fear in the market. What's going on, FaZe? How you doing? Gary, what's up, Gary? Good to see you in here again. Alfredo, what's going on, my brother? Great seeing you in here, man. So yeah, guys. Right now, Bitcoin. That's basically this is basically what we're looking at right here. This is a daily time frame. You can see that we're currently just kind of trading in this channel. Darren from Ireland. What's up, Darren? Fern. Is it Fern? Yeah, Fern. Fern says, thank you for the content. Thank you for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. Let's see. See what levels we find here. So we can kind of draw a channel here. It's almost kind of like a wedge. You know, depending where you put the line. If I just try to get those supports. Depends where you put the line. If you want to, you know, if you want to use the wicks or not. I try to kind of play it in the middle. You know, use some wicks, don't use some wicks. And it gives us this little channel that we're trading within. Almost looks like it could be a wedge. If this were to be a wedge, then it would be a falling wedge because it's going down. Remember, a falling wedge is a bullish pattern. So I'm gonna remove it for now until it develops a bit more. Maybe on the 4 hour we can see a little bit more into detail where that could be. Let's try it again on the 4 hour chart here. So I'm gonna just start right from here. Let's see where it makes the most sense, right? So this would be support here. So it just depends where you decide to place it, you know. I'm trying to find a straight channel. It looks like it will be something like this. But then if you take off these wicks down here, you could get the straight channel. You have it bouncing there, bouncing there. You know, you had the bounces here. So it kind of makes sense. I still do think that we need a little bit more information though. And we do have the same bullish bullish divergence here that we see on the daily. We have bullish divergence. So it's very interesting right now. But we still don't have enough data, enough information to really you know, to know how accurate this is right now. This pattern that's currently developing there. Oscar, what's going on, my brother? Yeah, Alfredo, bullish divergence. Kevin, very, very bullish news. I might have to move to El Salvador. Gary, I'm doing great, man. Thank you. Descending triangle. Not really any triangle. Let me see. So if I wanted to make a triangle, I would do something like this. But then again, a descending this here, a descending triangle is pretty much the same thing as a falling wedge. So a triangle would be something like that right now with the current pattern here. Kevin, yeah, in El Salvador it's not taxable anymore. Like they're not charging capital gains taxes on it anymore. But in the US they still are. They have the highest murder rate in the world. Well, that's probably also because they're a very small country. And it's a very poor country as well. I would need to hire bodyguards. What's up, Jacob? Yeah, man, these last few weeks have definitely been intense. For sure. I'm gonna remove this bottom line because I don't feel like it's accurate enough here. I think it needs to develop a little bit more to see where it's going, because like a descending I can't spell. Yeah, so we do have this right here. We have the flat line with the descending support. So if we take this line out, we have that right there with the Fibonacci level. So if it's the flat bottom with the Fibonacci level, that's definitely a bearish. That's bearish, and we had the triangle at the same time where we broke down, but we already broke down from that, and now we're kind of back into it. So with today's news, so we gotta see what happens. The main thing I'm looking at right now is this line right here, this descending resistance. And the support here on the 34 to 35 range. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. I didn't want to sneeze in the microphone. Yeah, man, I heard that there's rumors other places in South America are interested and are kind of looking into it. I also heard Mexico is interested in it. I know the richest man in Mexico has Bitcoin. I know that for sure. I forgot his name, but I know that the richest man in Mexico has Bitcoin. Um, and I know Mexico. There was some sort of news today as well. There's something I saw that said Mexico is looking into the same thing that El Salvador did. Sir, help me, please. What am I helping you with? What's up, Roy? Watch the Wyckoff method video. Pretty complicated stuff. Yeah, that's going into a lot of theory. Um, it's basically theory is what it is. So it is more complicated, which is why I wasn't, I didn't do it before, but I've had so many people messaging me and asking me about it. Even on live streams, they've been asking me about it. So, and I didn't want to jump into it because it's not something you could just, cover in a few minutes. It is a very big, time consuming subject. Um, so I finally had time to go ahead and put together a video yesterday on it. And it goes, I go deep into the theory, and that's that I try to keep it as simple as possible. Like, I only stick to the basics. I keep it, I try to simplify it as much as possible. That's how I went into the video, to explain it, trying to explain it, as simple as possible for terms that anyone can really understand. But even then, it's still not that simple. You know what I mean? But it's definitely interesting, and it's good to just kind of know about. Alrighty, guys, we're up over 50 viewers in here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Make sure to smash the like button if you guys are new here on this channel. If it's your first time here, make sure to subscribe. If you've been here before and you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe as well, guys. We're on the way to 10,000 subscribers. We've been grinding hard, guys. We put up videos 5 times a week. As you guys can see, we've been doing it for 10 months straight now. So we're very excited to continue bringing you guys the content. Make sure to subscribe and like the videos. It helps us a ton. It takes us hours to create these videos, hours to create this content. It takes you 1 second to hit the like button and to subscribe. So I really appreciate everybody that likes the videos and subscribes. You guys are amazing. You have family in El Salvador? Nice. The hay fever. What is that? What is going on, Jacob? For Bitcoin, right now, what we're watching is this descending resistance line here, as you guys can see. This bright yellow line. So that's the main thing that we're currently watching. Let me change the colors of something because there's just too much yellow. Let's make it white. So we have the descending line here. So what I was saying earlier, we have 3 different resistances that we need to get through in the next week. If we do not get through these resistance levels, we're potentially, whoops, are you guys still here? I think I just got disconnected for a second. Let me give it a few seconds to catch up. Everybody still here? Let me know in the chat. All right, I'm getting some yeses in the chat. Okay, awesome. All right, guys, so we're still good. We're still good. I got disconnected for a second. My my OBS, which is what I use to stream, it looks like it disconnected for like 5 seconds and then reconnected. I don't know why. So sorry about that. So yeah, so what we're looking at in the chart right now is this. We're watching this descending line here. As you guys can see, if I pull up, hold on, let me grab my brush. If I pull up my brush here, you guys can see that we've been rejected here, been rejected here, been rejected here. And now we have to test it again, right? So it is a strong resistance line there. We have to break through this line. The issue is, even if we break this line, we need to then right away, we're going to have $40,000, which is a resistance where we've been, again, rejected multiple times from. And we have to break through there. Remember, 40,000 is also a big psychological number. People are probably going to be selling there because they're afraid of the price going back down to 30. And anyone that bought down at 30 is probably going to be selling, looking to take profits there as well. So you guys got to be prepared for that scenario where you know, we might get rejected there. Now, if in the event that we do break above 40, then right away, again, we're gonna run into another resistance at 42,000. Now 42,000 has a lot of stuff going on here. There's so much going on at 42, guys. So at 42, it's a previous all-time high, right? So anytime there's a spot that's a previous all-time high, it's a major resistance or support level, right? Number 2, it's a Fibonacci retracement level. So that alone makes it another major support resistance level. Number 3, we have the 200-day moving average there. Again, another major reason. And then right above it, we're going to have the 50-day moving average. Now, because there's so much going on there, right, there's going to be a lot of sellers there. A lot of people are going to be looking to sell at 42. A lot of people are going to be looking to short at 42. A lot of traders are looking to short at 42. So there's going to be a lot of stuff going on there. There's probably going to be a lot of short. There's a fly. Almost got it. Come on, land on me. I don't think I got it. I don't know. But anyways, there's going to be a lot of shorts there, right? Now, so that's what makes this position interesting. If enough people are trying to short the market at 42,000, and we have enough momentum to break out regardless, then you know what's gonna happen? We're gonna shoot straight up to $48,000 to $50,000 because after 42, it's a clear path, as you guys can see here. Look at this. This is a clear path straight up to $50,000. All right. Now, the momentum that's gonna take us from 42 to 50 is all the people that are shorting. All those people that are shorting are gonna get liquidated. Look at the candle we got today. Today, I forgot how many. I think it was. Do I have it on Twitter? I think it was on Twitter. I think I retweeted it. $325 million of Bitcoin short liquidations have occurred over the last 24 hours. Don't short freedom. Guys, 325 million. That's why we got this candle. If we get above 42,000, it's probably gonna be over a billion. I'm guessing over $1 billion in shorts that will get liquidated up here. If we push beyond, we have to push beyond 42. So what happens when short traders get liquidated? We get candles like this one right here. That's what happens when when people get liquidated. So that's what I believe will happen above 42. Once the price starts shooting up really fast, then people are going to start to FOMO in and buying, accelerating the price up even higher. And that's going to give us the momentum needed. And because we have so much room here, it's going to give us the momentum needed to get back to $50,000. Now, it's easier said than done because we still have a lot of bearish momentum here. And unless we get through all three of these resistances, we can't get there. We can't get to that level. So that's the issue right now. If we only get past two resistances and we don't get past the 42K resistance, it's just going to shoot us back down. We're just going to keep getting shot back down like we did here, like we did here, like we did here. We're just going to keep getting shot back down if we cannot get over $42,000. So the risk continues to be 30K and below if we cannot get above this level. Another thing right now is if we do not get above 42,000, we have this right here. What that is a potential death cross. That's when the 50-day moving average falls below the 200-day moving average. So that's going to give us, that's not good for Bitcoin on the chart. Potentially that can, cause another possibly big drop. I made a video on this a few days ago last week, the Bitcoin death cross explained. So if you guys want to check that video out, feel free to do that. So that's another thing that's against us right now. So we have a lot of ground to make up, guys. There's so much going on here, and we're gonna find out in the next week or two, what's gonna happen. So right now we're just kind of letting this develop, and then we just have to go from there. We got over 100 people in the channel, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to smash the like. Smash it, the like button. We're at 44 likes, guys. Let's get that up to 100. Let's get the triple digits. Let me catch up with the chat, guys. Which one to buy for short term? I would recommend Bitcoin and Ethereum, and any project that you really believe in. After that, it's kind of up to you on what you believe in. Novi, Says, do you prefer working on a Mac or Windows? What do day traders use? Um, so I have both. I have a MacBook laptop and I have a Windows. Windows is where my main setup is, just because with Windows you have access to a lot more stuff. Mac, it's a lot trickier to navigate because it's so much more difficult with their operating system. When it comes to like software and stuff like that. So even though I am big on Mac, I used Mac exclusively for probably 10 to 15 years. I have built my main setup on a Windows operating system, just because I was able to customize it so much more. My computer is so much more powerful than if I spent the same money on a Mac. But at the end of the day, I believe it's all based on preference. Whatever you feel most comfortable using is what you should use. I don't think trading on Mac or Windows doesn't matter. It's not gonna make you a better or worse trader. It's just whatever you feel most comfortable with is what I would suggest for you to get. Let me see here. I gotta do a Zoom call. I gotta. Hold on, guys. All right. Let me catch up with. Let me catch up here with the chat. Fredo, I'm not really looking at altcoins, man. Just focused on Bitcoin. Everything's just gonna be following Bitcoin right now. Akash, again, my biggest holdings are Bitcoin and Ethereum. After that, just invest. I would say invest in projects that you understand and believe in long term. Don't invest in projects just because of hype, or because someone else is telling you to invest, or because someone else is invested in it. Make sure you understand what you're investing in and you believe in its long-term sustainability and what they could do long-term. Mekio Master, welcome to the channel. They said they're new. Make sure to like and subscribe. Appreciate you being here. Welcome to the family. Dream Talk, what's up, Jack? Marco, what about futures on this month? What do you mean? Jacob says, thanks a lot for the info, man. You earned my sub a few weeks ago. This is my first live stream. I'll definitely be tuning in more. Thank you so much, Jacob. I appreciate you tuning in, man. It means the world. I'm glad I've been able to help you and provide some valuable information. Ireland is buying Bitcoin. We are hearing till 250k euros. What? Admiral Jack Sparrow, should you sell all your coins at a loss now and get in later? So that's a very deep question, because that's highly dependent on the person and in the person's situation. I never recommend selling at a loss unless it's a planned loss. So for example, if you had a plan in place before you entered and you said, if it hits this number, then I'm getting out at a loss, and then you look for another place to re-enter, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you kind of have no plan and you're just selling because the price is down and you're at a loss now, that's a different story. I would say to dollar cost average in, and kind of reassess from there. If we go below 30, then reassess at that point. You know, it's kind of difficult because it's going to be different for everyone. You know, there's been a lot of drops in history for Bitcoin where things went like this, and it exhausts you emotionally because you're seeing the price go down, you're seeing the money go down for a month straight, sometimes even longer, and you get exhausted emotionally. And I understand that, especially if you're new and you haven't experienced it before, you've never invested, you're not someone that invests frequently, or if it's your first investment ever, period, you know, you're not investing in stocks or anything like that. It's definitely drains you emotionally. And that's kind of what Bitcoin does. That's what crypto does, period. It will drain the newer people emotionally until they get sick of it and sell their positions. And right when you sell your positions, what a lot of the times what ends up happening, right when you sell at a loss, is that they move the price up. And what ends up happening is the price goes up, and of course you want to get back into the market. That fly is still flying around. So if you see me do anything crazy, I'm trying to catch it, and I heard it behind me somewhere. Let me know if you guys see it anywhere. I'm trying to catch that. Um, but yeah, so what happens is that then when it goes up, you're gonna end up buying again. And if you buy again a second time without a plan, you're not going to know when to sell, because you're not going to sell when it's at all-time highs. You're going to be feeling that euphoria. You know what I mean? You're not going to be interested in selling at that point. And then when it starts dropping again and you lose your gains, then you're going to be like, it's gonna the same things, the same scenario is going to happen again, and you're going to sell at a loss again. And then when it goes back up, you're going to buy again. Then when it goes back down, you're going to sell. So you're doing the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? So I would say if you do not need the money right now for your day-to-day life, just leave it. And I would say to create a monthly budget where you put in something every single week. Even if it's $10 a week. Invest $10 a week. Average down your entry. Dollar cost average. And long term, in the next, you know, don't think so much in the next day, the next week, even the next month. Think in terms of in the next 2 to 5 years, in the next 5 to 10 years. You know what I mean? It's gonna pay off, because anyone that bought at the top in 2017, you know, they struggled for 2 years or a year and a half, whatever amount of time it was. Like, they were at a loss. But in 2019 we went up to 15,000 and then went back down. Then last year and this year, obviously, anyone who bought in 2017 at $20,000, at 19,000, 18, 17, whatever price it was, and didn't sell and just left their money in there, made, you know, 3 times, 4 times on their money if they held to the top and sold at the top, obviously. So that's my recommendation. I think that if you think more in terms of long term, you're gonna make the money back. That you're gonna get back in the green. But again, it depends on your situation. You know, I can't tell you what to do with your money because I don't know what your financial circumstances are. You know what I mean? So I can't make that type of decision for you, or even give you a recommendation, because I don't know what your situation is. Everybody's situation is going to be different. So I can only tell you what I'm doing and what I've done based on my experience. You know what I mean? And then it's up to you what you want to do with that information. You know, you have to kind of make your own decision on that. All right, kind of went on a rant there, but I hope I answered your question. Let me see. Let me catch up here with the chat. What's up, Wolf Super Clan? Steve, Ethereum thoughts. Ethereum's still following Bitcoin, man. Every altcoin is following Bitcoin. Thomas, bro. BTC buying range now. Do you do any scalping? Um, I do scalping. I'm just not doing scalping right now. I'm not doing scalping right now. 1.3 ETH. What do you mean? I'm not sure what that means. Steve, I would say dollar cost averaging is what I would recommend for anyone trying to build up coins and cash. Set yourself a monthly budget and stick to it. You know, even if it's $10 a week. You know, like most people. I mean, obviously not everyone. Some people are in very in situations where it's more difficult. But I think everyone should be able to invest at least $10 a week into their future. You know what I mean? Yes, dollar cost average is going to be the best long term strategy, buy and hold strategy. Con dollar cost average is the best thing you can do. Alfredo, yes, I hold BNB. Ash Boss, my personal opinion doesn't matter. I don't really say my personal opinions. I say what the charts tell me. I tell you what the charts tell me, and I try to find cases for both bullish and bearish. I don't make decisions based on my personal opinion. You know what I mean? Because my personal opinion is not it's not gonna be logical. It's gonna be based on my bias. So the real question is, what is the chart telling you? What is the market telling you? What's the sentiment telling you? Um, that's what you need to pay attention to, not what my personal opinion is or anyone else's personal opinion, because that doesn't matter. The market doesn't care about people's personal opinions. The market also a lot of times doesn't care about what the charts say. The market just does what it wants. Nithin, I would say as close to 30K as possible, but I would say the best thing you can do is dollar cost average. Yeah, we could potentially see more upside. Um, and this one right here is also a bullish candle. The way it closed yesterday, that's a hammer. So that's a bullish candle. This is a bullish candle, but we still have, and we have, we have this here. We have a bullish divergence. We have bullish on fundamentals. Fundamentals are the most bullish they've ever been in the history of Bitcoin. The fundamentals for Bitcoin and crypto overall has never been as bullish as they are right now. You know, but even with all that, there's still a lot of bearish things on the chart as well. Even as bullish as the fundamentals are right now, we have the potential death cross. We have this huge drop here, so we have a lot of downside momentum. We have a lot of open short positions. We have a descending triangle here. We have the breakdown from the symmetrical triangle. We have so there's still a lot of bearish things on the chart as well. You know what I mean? Roush Kind. I love your daily updates. Regards from Zurich. Thank you. I appreciate you, Kind. Very kind of you. Oh, Fern, you said you found me on YouTube, then on a mutual friend's Facebook page. That's dope, man. That's what's up. Yeah, I know Albert. Albert, me and Albert go way back. I used to before I was a trader, I was actually in the music industry. I was in the entertainment industry for a while. And I met Albert because he was like a DJ or his friend was a DJ, I forgot. But he used to come to the studio. So that's how I met Albert. And I've worked with him on other things as well with photography and stuff. So that's pretty cool, man. I'm just starting to getting into Bitcoin. What is a good entry if you're not in Bitcoin at the moment? I would say dollar cost averaging is going to be the best thing I can tell you. Am I still here? Okay. Yeah, I would say dollar cost averaging is the best thing that you should look up and research, um, because that's going to be the best thing for you. If you go to my playlist and you go here to trading tutorials and then you scroll down, um, right here, should I buy Bitcoin now? Um, so I talk about dollar cost averaging there, and I talk about a few other things that you should keep in mind when buying Bitcoin. All right, so I recommend checking that out. I recommend checking this out: HODL versus day trading. Right? Should you hold Bitcoin or should you learn to day trade? Um, and what else? If you're new to Bitcoin, you can check out the What is Bitcoin. This is a beginner's guide to Bitcoin. I think I talk about dollar cost averaging as well, but I'm not sure there. Um, Let me see. Which one else would I recommend you? Um, Let me see. I think with those you should be good. Um, that should get you. That should be enough to get you started, and then you can check out. I have a lot more tutorials that you can check out as you learn. Um, that I definitely recommend you watching because there's a lot that goes into it. You know what I mean? So it's not as easy as just you know. Yeah, Jack Sparrow. I have a video on how to read charts. So if you go again to the same thing, trading tutorials, I have a lot of different tutorials on that. So how to buy the dip. So you guys can check that video out. I talk about dollar cost averaging there. Um, if you want to look at charts, I have a video on charts here somewhere. Where is it? I have a I have this one here, candlestick understanding candlesticks for beginners. So I recommend you watching that. That's gonna help you read the charts, right? Then after you watch that, you can watch the trading view tutorial, which is this one right here. And here I show you this and how I set it up and how to understand what you're looking at. So I recommend you checking those out. Yeah, Alfredo, but that's why I say that make sure that you don't invest money that you need in the next 6 months to a year, possibly longer. You got to invest when you're investing money. You got to be thinking in terms of 1, 2, You know, even one year is short term. You got to be thinking in terms of 5 years, 10 years. You know. Um, Token metrics. I've actually met Ian before. If it's a guy that I'm thinking of, is that has to do more than with when you're looking for new projects and stuff like that. I believe, but I'm not sure because I haven't looked into it a lot. What he used to specialize in was he used to specialize in ICOs. So I know he made a ton of money on ICOs, and then ICOs, they stopped working. So I imagine I haven't followed him since. I haven't followed his work since, but I imagine that he had to, pivot into something else. So I really don't know what that is. I don't know, what he uses or anything like that. So I can't really put an opinion on it. Elliot, what you have to remember is that when it's something like that, largest amount of shorts ever. I see this flies flying around. You're talking about retail investors, and for the most part, retail investors are usually wrong. They lose the most amount of money. So, so it doesn't. It's not a sign of a dump coming. What it could be a sign of is a short squeeze, where there's, and that's what usually happens. Like whenever everybody, the majority of people are long, what happens? A long squeeze happens. That's when you see candles like this one right here. 12% drop. That's when you see candles like this one right here, 14% drop. How did these candles become so big? Because the majority of people were long. You know what I mean? So just because the majority is long or short does not give you any idea of which way the market's going. That actually gives you an idea more of which way the and you can see it here. These are shorts, right? That gives you an idea of which way the retail investors are, right? Doesn't really tell you which way the market is going. So for that reason, you have to be careful because people, remember, retail investors are trading with whatever the price does. So the price recently has, when it's been going, since it's recently been going down, everybody wants to go short, until they get squeezed, and that's when there's a bunch of liquidations. That's what gives these huge moves, right? These huge moves are made by people being liquidated in the wrong direction. So if the majority of people are going short, then I'm starting to favor more longs, because the people with the actual money, if they were short, the price would have gone down already. But because of people with the actual money, the people that can actually move the market with enough money to move the market, if they're not short, and if they realize that, we're at all-time highs for shorts, and they're like, yo, look at all these people that are shorting the market, let's take their money, right? That's what they're going to be saying, and that's when they're going to go against what the majority is doing, and that's when you'll see a huge move like these candles here. So that's why today we got a huge move. Why? Because a bunch of people got liquidated. Today we had $325 million of Bitcoin short liquidations. All right, I'm sure it's more than that by now. So you have to take that into account. you can't just see, oh, there's a bunch of short positions. That means we're gonna dump. No, that's usually the retail, the people that are following the majority. Those are usually the people that are wrong. So just keep that in mind. Take all that with a grain of salt. Out of sight, I really don't have any thoughts on Safe Moon Project. I did meet some of the team there, but again, that's mostly based on hype right now. They don't really have anything real, so that's all I can say about that. I'm not invested in it. Dr. MD, if I could tell you answers like that, then I probably wouldn't be on YouTube. Um, I'd be, doing something crazy right now. I can't tell the future, unfortunately. You know, the only thing I can tell you is what the chart is saying here. Yes, Jolie, $10 a week is a great starting goal for sure. I already answered that. Yeah, I try to tell you guys from every case scenario. I don't just I try to look for both, because at the end of the day we have people on both sides that watch this channel. We have people that are long Bitcoin, and we have people that think Bitcoin's gonna go down. So I try to give you guys case scenarios from both sides of the coin, instead of just giving you my bias. Obviously I'm invested in Bitcoin and I want Bitcoin only to go up. But that's not the reality in the matter. Prices don't only go up, unfortunately. So I try to see both sides of the coin and figure out ways to make money on both sides. Oh, Zurich, Switzerland. Got you, got you, got you. Awesome. All your boys with Crypto Jesus, nice. Yeah, that's my boy, man. That's we did an interview on Instagram a couple weeks ago. Yeah, he's awesome. He's an awesome guy. Thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate you. Prediction by the end of the year, right now, I don't know. My prediction for the end of the year is still 100K. So unless if we go below 30,000 and we get stuck under there, then I might have to switch it. But for now, as long as we're above $30,000, my prediction for the end of year remains $100,000. Yeah, Ash. Yeah, like I said, my bias is of course is bullish, but the charts right now are showing a lot of bearish things, but they are also showing some bullish signals as well. So right now I'm just sitting back. I'm dollar cost averaging anytime the price goes close to 30,000 or below, and I'm not taking short-term trades at the moment. So that's all I'm doing right now. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate your subscription, man. Appreciate it. Elliot, no problem, man. Who is from Swiss? Rosh Kind. I hope I'm saying his name right. He's from Switzerland. And I actually, when I use certain things to watch my wording, I use Switzerland as my location. NLP education from Costa Rica. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Alfredo, I have no idea, man. Um, the odds are probably just as likely for the US. Like I wonder that about the US as well. So I have no clue. Maybe one day. Roy, the bearish prediction is 18K. So in a bullish scenario, my bullish prediction is 100K. In a bearish scenario, my bearish prediction is around down here, around $18,000. I don't want the market to drop so I can buy. Even though I will buy if the market drops, I still don't want it to drop. You know what I mean? Like I want it to go up. I've stacked a lot of crypto over the last 5-6 years. So even though I'll still be in profit if the market went down and I'll be able to buy up more, um, you know, it's it's against my instincts for me to want the market to drop. You know what I mean? Because that means that my net worth also drops and my portfolio drops, and I don't like to see my portfolio dropping. Yes, Alfredo, I have trades set ready to go above 42K. Paul, what's going on, man? Are we looking positive? We're looking positive today. Today, yes. We have great news, amazing news today. Fundamentals are the best they've ever been. We even have a lot of bullish signals on the chart, but we're still facing a lot of bearish things as well. We're facing this descending resistance here. We're facing that 40K psychological resistance level. We're facing the 42K level. We're facing a possible death cross, which is also bearish. So, although today is a green day, it's bullish. I love it. We still have a lot of work to do here if we want to get out of this. Um, Peter Jan, my biggest altcoin holding is Ethereum, and it will probably always be Ethereum, at least for like the next decade. Um, Unless something changes drastically in the altcoin market, that probably won't change. But yeah, Ethereum's my biggest holding. But I also have, Cardano, I have BNB, Polkadot, Chainlink, Litecoin, Matic, Uniswap, XRP, um, and Neo, I believe. That's the majority of it. But when it comes to altcoins, I don't hold a lot of altcoins. I don't put a lot into altcoins. I'm more focused on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I'm focused on trading those profitable enough where I make money. I make more money and I outperform any altcoins that I could put my money in. So that's kind of what I do. Ash Boss, thank you so much. You have an awesome day as well. Yeah, Alex, I was just looking at the shorts. Um, and remember, you don't know when these people got in here. These people got in because it dropped from 42 and it went down, right? So that was obvious. These people are getting in because the price went up. That's why a lot of people got liquidated today already. So these are different. These are going to be different. Um, this just puts the possibility of a short squeeze is what this screams out to me is a possible short squeeze coming up. That's what it really screams out to me. You know, see here on May 16th, that was before the actual thing happened. Um, that was more like these people made money. The people here, I'm not sure if they made money or not. And then here, I'm sure a lot of people got liquidated as well, because remember, the price dropped to 30 and bounced back up to 40 something. So that's what this red candle is. So when you see something like this, there might be something red right next to it tomorrow or the next day or whatever, whatever amount of time. Um, that's kind of what it's screaming out to me. Last time we had that many shorts was during the pandemic. That was an obvious short though. Here, people I think are starting to short because of the possible death cross. So we have that death cross possibly coming in. But again, there could be a short squeeze. We could see a lot of liquidations coming up soon. So just got to be careful. I wouldn't. I'm not entering anything at the moment for short-term leverage trading. In Dingu, I don't know, man, because I think that that they're gonna want to be involved in it and get a good position to be able to try to have some sort of control. You know what I mean? If they wait too long and they don't adapt, they're gonna lose control. Because other countries, like you're already seeing today, are going to start adapting it. So the longer you wait to adapt to it and to adapt cryptocurrencies and realize and accept that it's going to be part of the world and part of daily life going forward, the longer you wait for that, the further behind you're putting yourself and you're putting your country. Um, so, it all depends, man. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it. Wolf Super Clan. I recommend checking this out. Should I buy Bitcoin now? I go over all that in detail. I do margin trading all the time, not when the market is a mess, though, like it is right now. I don't trade futures. Again, Roy, I do agree with that, and that's why I don't put I it's probably 1% or less of my holdings, and I don't really. It's not a big deal to me. You know what I mean? I don't put much into it. And I don't really care for it. You know what I mean? Like that's why I don't really talk too much about altcoins, because I don't think, even though you can make money there, I make more money sticking to what's proven and what's more sustainable. What's You know what I mean? So my biggest holdings, over 50% of my portfolio, is Bitcoin, Ethereum. Altcoins are going to be very, very small parts of my portfolio. I don't spend time researching it. I don't spend time, doing all that. Like, if I see some coins that I like and I think I think their projects are interesting, I'll put a little bit of money in it, and that's it. Like, I don't really, think twice about that. I don't dive too deep into altcoins. But yeah, like I said, if you do your research on the coins and the project, and you don't like them, don't put money in it. It's not a big deal. Martin, I recommend the same thing, man. I recommend dollar cost average is the best. Is the best. There's not gonna be a perfect price, guys. Unfortunately, there is no perfect price to get in. You have to dollar cost average. That's gonna be the best thing I can tell you. There's gonna be no perfect price to enter. You just gotta enter. And the best way to enter is average out your entries. That's the best thing I can tell you. Paraguay is right behind them. That would be amazing. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to let me see. I'm going to have to what is this? I'm gonna have to hop off in a few because I have a interview that I'm going to be doing with a professional athlete, NFL player. That will be the video that I'll be putting out tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm gonna be putting out the video, and I might also do a live stream tomorrow. We have over 150 people in here right now, guys. Make sure to smash the like button. Smash the like button. Let's get it up to over 100 likes, guys. You know, you guys have been killing it today. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you guys. We've covered basically everything that I wanted to talk about. You know, I've tried to answer all your questions there in the chat. Hopefully I got to the majority of people. You know, it's hard to get to every single person, but I think I've got with the majority of people. So yeah, guys, it's been crazy. If you guys are wondering, you know, if you guys just got here or anything, make sure to check the to rewind a bit where I did a analysis on Bitcoin, where I think Bitcoin's heading in the next few days, possibly the next week, because Bitcoin needs to make a decision right now, guys. It's crazy right now. We have a potential death cross. We have a lot of divergence, but we're at the most bullish fundamentals that Bitcoin has ever had, guys. Bitcoin fundamentals have never been as bullish as they are today. So, but the chart technicals are not good. So that's the issue right now. But we do have some reversal signals. We have a bullish divergence with the price and RSI. RSI is pointing up. You know, so we just gotta wait on more data. We have to get above this descending resistance. We gotta get above the psychological 40K level, and we gotta get above the 42 previous all-time high. It's a Fibonacci level. It's a 200-day moving average. If we can get above all of those, we will run back up to $48,000 to $50,000. That should lead us back up to previous all-time highs and possibly new all-time highs at 100,000, right? But in order to get there, first we got to focus on what's in front of us. That's this right here. That's what we're focused on for today. We will see where we're at tomorrow. We'll have a new video for you guys tomorrow, and then and we'll go from there, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. All 150 plus people that tuned in today. Over 2,000 views on the video. Appreciate you guys so much. I might be doing another live tomorrow. I have to do a Zoom meeting now for the interview that I'm going to be dropping tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, guys. Make sure to smash the like button on the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, as you guys can see here. So make sure to subscribe. I appreciate you guys. I will see you on the next one. As always, peace and love.